The informative speech that I'm going to give to you today is the facts about pit bulls. Everyone should know. Pit bulls, in my opinion, they're not a vicious dog. I've been around pit bulls probably for about the past 15 years. My best friend has had two of them, and they're not aggressive. They're very protective of her and her family and her children. Um, I don't feel, in my opinion, I do not feel that they pose a threat to towns, to other people. Um, but therefore, I am an animal lover. I know that there are certain people who feel that that when provoked, that they can harm someone. But in this day and age, honestly, if any dog is provoked, they can attack. It is actually stated that the most vicious dog in the United States is none other than the Cocker Spaniel. They're actually the most vicious dog that's out there, that has attacked children and people. Um, but if you if you want to know the facts, pit bulls are commonly used for therapy dogs. Who would have thought that if they were a vicious dog, then um, we would use them for therapy dogs and use them for seeing eye dogs and whatnot like that. So, would if they were a therapy dog, would they be considered a threat? Two, pit bulls are used in search and rescue in search and rescues. Um, when when they have to find bodies, or if there's a car wreck and a person was thrown, uh, that's what they use. They use most commonly pit bulls, um, and also with other dogs too. I mean, there's bloodhounds and whatnot like that. Three, pit bulls serve as a narcotic and bomb sniffing dogs. So I feel we need to treat them with a little bit of the utmost respect, because if we're sending a dog in there to sniff out the drug users and the drug pushers and to find the bombs, um, why can't we treat them with a little bit more respect than what we give them? Pit bulls are great with kids. They weren't referred to as the nanny's dog for nothing. Um, my best friend, she has a pit bull, and it it is very funny to watch with the kids, because you can say, "Where are the girls?" and he'll go to the front door and wait for them to come home from school. He'll make sure they come home. Um, Pit bulls are not human aggressive. The American Pit Bull Terrier is a breed, not a human aggressive. In fact, quite the opposite of the true breed. They are gentle and loving dogs. Like any dog, individuals can be unsound and have behavior problems. That is true. That is very, very true. I used to have a Boston Terrier, and he was a very good dog, but whenever you would go to put him on a leash when I lived in town, and we had to leave for the afternoon, we'd put him on a leash outside a cable, and when you would go to release him from that cable, he would bite you. I had open wounds on my arm, and I had a bruise that you could distinctly see the outline of his mouth. Therefore, when he did that, I had to get rid of him, because I wasn't going to have a dog that was going to bite me. The pit bull was so popular in the early 1900s, they were our mascot, not only in World War I, but as well as World War II. In my opinion, if we're going to have, I mean, if they're going to be so popular, and if they're going to be the war's mascots, um, why do we disrespect them the way that we do and give them the bad rap that we do? 7. Sergeant Stubby, a pit bull war hero. Stubby was wounded in action twice. He saved an entire platoon by warning them of a poison gas attack, and he single-handedly captured a German spy. There you go. We're giving them a bad rap, but yet they're helping our country. They're helping us. Pete, the pup on the original Little Rascals, was a pit bull. Do you really think that they would have a TV show out there that was as well popular as it, and a movie, and have a pit bull in it if they thought that the dog was going to be aggressive or mean, or, you don't really know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes if there, was a pit bull on set? Pit bulls score an 83.4% passing rate with the American Temperament Test Society. That's better than the popular Border Collie, a breed who scores at a 79.6. Now, come on. They are dogs. They're not killing machines. I am a firm believer that how you treat the dog and how you raise the dog is how that dog's going to turn out. If you're going to be aggressive towards the dog, and if you're going to beat the dog with a stick, of course that dog's going to be aggressive, and that dog is going to attack. The facts and everything that I got for the facts about pit bulls, everybody should know, the 1 through 10 good things, was from www.pitbulllovers.com. And the other one, I didn't really get that much information about. It was www.pitbulls.org. It was an article, and in a word, are pit bulls aggressive, and are they a dangerous dog? No. Many people think that they are, and if you ask them for proof, they send you a list of bite statistics and news reports of pit bull attacks, and it's actually very low. The frenzy against pit bulls is nothing but blind fear, fueled by the human need to find a scapegoat. There is not a single shred of proof that the American Pit Bull Terrier is a vicious, dangerous breed. I get so tired of towns, small little towns that are around, that have actually banned pit bulls to come into their town. Just a little town on the other side of Sedalia, Otterville. If you previously had a pit bull, you were grandfathered in and you were able to keep your pit bull, but no other pit bulls are allowed. House insurances. There's a lot of insurance companies out there that if your dog is pit bull or even part pit bull, they won't insure you, or you have to pay a higher premium, which I don't feel is right. I'm one of those firm believers that pets have feelings. I call my pets my children. I have, as you saw on the camera, my cat that just walked up. I have 2 other cats in the house. I have an English bulldog, and I have a mutt, and then I have an Australian shepherd, and they are my children. And if anybody was to hurt them, anybody was to harm them in any way, that would be like harming my children. So do I feel pit bulls are bad? No, absolutely not. I do not feel pit bulls are bad, and frankly, I get tired of hearing the bad rap that they get. So I would say go get a pit bull, because once you have one, you'll never want anything else.